Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Carroll College PE Center. It is time again for Lady Saints basketball. Joe McMahon with you. Glad you could join us on the web tonight as the Carroll College Lady Saints play host to the Western Montana Bulldogs from the University of Montana Western down in Dillon, Montana. Good basketball game on tap. It'll be followed by the men's game. Tip off of that game about 7:10, 7:15, sometime in there. But first, it's the ladies, two teams that have met once already this year, and that game occurred on the 10th of January in Dillon, and Carroll College came out on top after outscoring Western 29-23 in the first half. They were outscored by just a single point in the second half and hung on to win 64-59. And in that game, a huge game for Kaylee Junkermeyer, their senior guard. She was 6 of 12 from the floor. 8 of 10 from the free throw line, ended up with 25 points in that victory on January 10th down in Dillon. 15 points in that game for Bailey Snelling as well. And Cassidy Hashley, the true freshman post player out of Kalispell, Montana, in that game contributed 11 points in the win. For Montana Western in the loss, it was Janelle Banks who had 18 points in that game. She played almost 31 minutes, so heavy minutes for Janelle. She was 6 of 15 from the floor and led her team with 18 points, 12 points for their leading scorer on the season thus far in that game. She had 12 points, and that is Sierra High Eagle, the 5'10 junior from Columbia Basin College. Ended up that game with 12 points. But Carroll College won that one 64-59. Both teams here, and with pretty close to, or excuse me, not close, but in different spots, I should say, in the Frontier Conference. Carroll College at 5-2 overall, Western 1-6. Their overall records: Western 9-14, Carroll 14-6. The Saints coming off a big weekend last weekend, a couple of victories, and one victory, a win for, Saturday night down in Billings against Rocky Mountain College, and they are here to take on the Western Montana Bulldogs. Joe McMahon with you. We will turn it down to the floor here in just a second for the pregame prayer and the national anthem. Again, this game can be followed by the men's basketball game. Lady Saints looking for their first conference home victory. They've only had 2 other conference games at home, and they lost both those games. So
once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Turn that around. They've won all their conference games in a row.
Basketball game between the Bulldogs of the University of Montana Western
Turn it down
and
to the floor to the public address announcer. For the pregame prayer.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the prayer by Father Mark Lenneman.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for this night, for all the graces and blessings that we receive. Help us always be grateful people. We ask a blessing upon those in most need in this state, in our country, in our world. We ask a grace of good competition tonight on the game. Please keep both teams free from injury and keep us always in your good grace. We ask this in your name. Amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Please remain standing for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner.
So there you have the national anthem. The starting lineups for both teams will be introduced here momentarily. Let's take a look first at the Montana Western women's basketball starting lineup tonight under head coach Lindsay Woolley, who was in third season under the controls of the Lady Bulldogs. Number 10, Melody McLeod will start, a 5'9" junior from Manhattan, Montana. Number 11, Jenna Banks at 5'3", a senior from Bozeman, Montana, Bozeman High School. Number 15, Sierra High Eagle at 5'10", a junior. I mentioned her. She's their leading scorer. Columbia Basin College. It's her last residency where she played. She's averaged 11 points a game. Number 30, Kay Bignell, a 5'9" sophomore from Avon, Montana. Kay actually a transfer from Carroll College, played here last year as a freshman at Carroll and then moved on to Western over the summer. And the number 42, Casey Matthews at 6 foot. She's a senior from Helena, Montana, right here in the capital city, and Capital High School. So the leading scorer, again, High Eagle averages 11 a game, 9 for Bignell, and also 9 for Jenna Banks. Carroll's starting lineup about to be announced by the public address announcer, Lowell Peterson. It'll be number 3, Katie Esty, a junior at 5'6", a point guard from Spokane, Washington. Number 12, Kaylee Junkermeyer, the senior at 5'11". She's a guard out of Spokane, Washington. And Kaylee averaging 12 points per game. Cassidy Ashley, the 6'2" freshman, starts at one of the posts, number 21. 6'2" freshman from Kalispell, Montana, and Glacier High School. And then number 23, Bailey Watson, a sophomore at 6'2", from Townsend, Montana. And then their leading scorer is Bailey Snelling, number 24, the 5'8" senior from Judith Gap, Montana. Bailey, averaging 13 points per game. Ashley and Junkermeyer both at 12 per game. So again, for the Bulldogs, McLeod, Banks, High Eagle, Bignell, and Matthews. For Carroll, it's Esty, Junkermeyer, Ashley, Watson, and Snelling. Carroll 5-2 in conference play. Montana Western 1-6, just a slot above Montana Tech, who has yet to win a Frontier Conference game. Leading the conference is Westminster, and that'll be Carroll's opponent Saturday night right here on the home court. Excuse me, that's Westminster at 6-1. So there you have the announcement of the starting lineups. We are just moments away from tip-off. Confident you can hear in the background, the Carroll College Band has returned their first 2 home games this season. The students were still away on winter break, so it's nice to have the band back. The student section will be filling up here shortly. And we are set to go at the center jump circle is number 42, Casey Matthews, and Bailey Watson from Townsend, Montana there to greet her. Matthews, interesting enough, is from Capital High School, less than a mile away from this facility. Ball up, tip controlled by Watson, and we're underway with Saints have that basketball to start it. SD will begin to trigger as the Bulldogs settle into a man-to-man defense. Bulldogs just 1-6 in the conference. Carroll dumps the ball into Ashley. She's going to go to work. We got a whistle and a double dribble turnover called on Matthews, on Cassidy Ashley. So 2 games tonight, 2 more Saturday night. You found us right here on the internet. Thanks for checking it out. Hope you enjoy the game. Western works the ball around the perimeter. With it now at the top, that is Banks. Into the lane, loses it. Into the hands of Bailey Watson. So both teams a turnover on their first possession. Here goes Esty the other way with Banks on her. Pounds it all the way into the left corner, decides to back it out and reset. That's Snelling. They dump it into Watson, who's going to face up and attack Bignell. Off the glass, shot no good. Bignell running the floor, trying to get up ahead. 3-bomb by High Eagle on the way, that's no good. And Bignell with the rebound. High Eagle down the lane, left side, fired up and in. So High Eagle gets the bucket to open the scoring, gets the first bucket of the game. It's a 2-0 Bulldog lead. So Kay Bignell, transferring from Carroll, played here last year as a freshman. Her sister finished her career last year at Montana Western. Junkermeyer crossover into the corner. That's Watson. Jump shot on the way and good. Watson over Bignell. Knocks it down. Carroll's gone to Watson twice now. They might be thinking she has a little size advantage over Bignell. She does. They might want to exploit that. Ball at the top, that is McLeod. Try to go to Bignell and they'll throw it away. Pass from Banks to Bignell. Sails out of bounds. Turnover number 2 for the Bulldogs. just underway from the Carroll College PE Center on a beautiful evening in the capital city. Temperature outside around 40 degrees tonight. Can't complain for early in February in Montana. That's Junkermeyer who gets the ball from Esty. Track of her is McLeod, and the ball stolen away. Big no steal. Watson knocks it loose from her from behind, and it's going to go back to Carroll. They're going to say it went off Big now. She doesn't realize it yet. Now she does, and she's heads down the other way. But I thought for sure Watson just knocked that ball out of bounds, and it would be a Bulldog ball, but it must have gone off K. Big now. So Carroll College will inbound to keep the basketball. Kind of a sloppy start here. It's 2-2. Just underway from the PE Center. That is Watson. Right into the lane, has it stripped loose, and then some contact. Offensive foul as Watson goes crashing into number 42, Casey Matthews. Over the past few years, the University of Montana Western has done an exceptional job of recruiting out of the capital city. They have a long list of kids that have played out of Capital High, and 2 on the roster tonight from Helena High. Matthews, the ball bumped in, puts it up and in. Taylor and Callie Kantak. Taylor a senior, Callie a freshman are on the roster, and both will probably see some time tonight. Both of them from Helena High, both play for the Bulldogs. Esty will push it to the left side this time. Hands to Junkermeyer, wearing that shoulder brace. Snelling dumps it in nicely to Hashley, put it up and in. Beautiful entry pass from Bailey. Snelling a look-away, drop-down pass. Just lollipopped it over the top. Actually broke at the right time. And easy layup for her. We're all nodded at full. Heavy pressure, man-to-man pressure put on by Carroll. Matthews out guarding Big now. 30 feet from the bucket. It's a good matchup of 2 very strong young ladies, Bignell and Hashley. Into the lane goes Banks. Her flip up, no good. Bignell with another offensive rebound. Out to High Eagle. And her 3 ball off the front of the rim won't go. A battle for the rebound. Watson and Matthews, and it's contained by, corralled by Carroll. Ball entered to Hashley. She's going to wheel. Now she'll kick it back out. 3 ball from Junkermeyer. Too strong. That's Watson though. Let the put back. That won't go. Gets another rebound right back up, and that one's in. Bailey Watson showing some persistence, some stamina, some grit. She got that basketball. Put it right back up and in after battling for it underneath the bucket. 5 minutes almost gone by first half as High Eagle into the lane, puts it up and in. Nice drive and finish by High Eagle. Who is, as I mentioned earlier, their leading scorer on the season. The Bulldogs' lone conference victory this year has come over Montana Tech. Everybody else they've lost to in the conference their first trip through. It's Esty for 3, too strong. Rebound, Hashley right there. Starts up with it, and all High Eagle can do is smack her around the arm and make her run it from the free throw line. So Cassidy Hashley will go to the free throw line, but not until we take a media timeout. 6-6 our score.
Media timeout. The Frontier Conference would like to thank the following corporate sponsors for their continued support of our conference. D.A. Davidson, Pepsi, State Farm Insurance Company, U.S. Bank, and McDonald's.
Back at the Carroll College PE Center.
This is the Frontier Conference
Tie game.
website.
About 5 minutes into the basketball game. 6-6, 1 team foul apiece. A little sloppy, a lot of turnovers thus far. 3 for the Saints and 2 for the Bulldogs. Less than 5 minutes of play here. Carroll College head coaches Michelle Sayers, assistant coaches Gary Tiercott, J.D. Solomon, Megan Patterson, and Joey O'Neill. So Ashley will step to the free throw line. Cassidy, 11.9 points per game, so call it 12. Free throw line shooting 62% on the season. can't buy the first one, will have another opportunity as she was fouled in the act. This is them both. And back from the Bulldogs. Steal from the Saints down the other direction. Can the Saints after Hashley picks it up for Carroll. So another turnover for the Bulldogs. Both teams with 3 now. Neither team shooting extremely well. Early on, Hashley with the shot clock winding down, loops it up off the glass, no good. Great defense that time by Casey Matthews. Rebound controlled by Jenna Banks. Banks starts into the lane, bumped by Snelling. Now they'll dump it into Bignell. It's going to turn on Watson over the top of her, no good. In the corner, it's Snelling, 3 ball on the way. That one's done. A catch and shoot for Snelling on the left wing. She gets her first bucket of the game, and it's a 3-point Saint lead. Cloud starts across the lane. Back to Bignell. That's High Eagle on the dribble, on the bounce, down the lane, off the glass. Bignell, another offensive rebound. A foul by Katie Esty. Esty fouled her, Bignell to the line. Bignell, 3 offensive rebounds this far. No surprise there. In her 1 year here at Carroll, that is something she did very well. It's offensive rebound. In limited playing time as a true freshman last year. Bignell, first free throw up and in.
Number 14, Allison Sullivan in for the Saints, and number 32.
Sullivan in for Carroll.
Smith, and number 23, Kelly Camden.
Bailey Smith checks in, along with Callie Kantak, the freshman from Helena High. Smith is a 6'1" junior from Jerome, Idaho. Bignell gets both free throws and back down to a 1-point game with some full court pressure put on by the Bulldogs. Ball will be handed to Esther. Jenna Banks will track her. She reaches midcourt. 2 team fouls on Carroll, 1 on the Bulldogs. Backdoor play to Junkermeyer off the glass and up and in. Junkermeyer slow getting up. Beat Callie Kantak to the bucket. Callie on the wing into the lane off. And we've got a whistle on a 30-second timeout called because Coach Sayers realizes he's got a hurt player, and that is Junkermeyer. Trying to get her out of the game. Osborne will check in for Junkermeyer and will probably take her to the locker room. I think it's a shoulder again that she tweaked. But we will see if she can return. She leaves at the 13:22 mark. Ball is inbounded up to Snelling. 3-on-2. It's Osborne, wing left. Just into the game. Opts not to shoot that. Carroll will set that offense up. On the right side, Esty on the crossover into the lane on the hop. Battle going on with Sullivan and number 32, Smith, in the block right now for position. Snelling for 3. Bucket and the foul. 3's good. They've got a Bulldog foul, I believe. Yeah, they're going to count the basket. And the foul will be on number 32, Bailey Smith. So you count the 3. Carroll will inbound the ball and get another opportunity here. This potentially could be a 6-point play should they end up with another triple. We've got 3 this trip down. They could end up with 6 in a single trip, and that's a rarity. They dump the ball into Sullivan. Smith behind her. Ball still kicked around, finally picked up by Esty with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Enough time for Carroll to reset. Man-to-man defense, as you can see from the Lady Bulldogs. There goes Esty into the lane quickly and dribbles it off her leg out of bounds and turns it over. So it's the Saints with their 4th turnover, 3 for the Bulldogs early on. Carroll shooting 33% from the floor thus, or excuse me, 50% from the floor thus far. Western 4 of 10 from 40. Lindsay Woolley, Lady Bulldog head coach in his 3rd season. And of course, the men's head coach for Montana Western, Steve Keller. Cantac on the crossover, dumps it inside, ball knocked loose. Out it comes to Smith, her shot up and in. Bailey Smith hits her first shot. And it's a triple to make it 14-12. Snelling into the lane, nice pass to Sullivan. Took the ball up, but can't get the shot to go. She'll go to the line. Sullivan with a chance for an and one there, but just couldn't get it to crawl in. Foul charge 2. Number 11, Jenna Banks, her first. Here comes Junkermeyer. That's good news for the Saints. She's going to, Coach Sayers will get her back into the game.
Casey Mathis, Kelsey Callahan, Nicole Haskett in for the Bulldogs.
A host of substitutions for the Lady Bulldogs. Mikal Haskett checks in. So is Kelsey Callaghan. Free throw up and in. Sullivan hits that one. Ashley's going to come in for Allison, who will sit down. She gave Coach Sayers and the Saints a few pretty good minutes there. Service off that bench. So Osborne, Ashley, Johnson's in the game for Carroll. Junkermeyer and Pasta, who's in. Smith's second attempt from the outside, not as productive as her first off the front of the rim. Carroll clears it, and Bailey Pasta will bring it across. Bailey, a freshman point guard from Nampa, Idaho. First shot, no good. Johnson gets another rebound. So in the game right now, we've got Jordan Johnson from Capital, an offensive rebounding machine, matched by Kay Bignell, who does the same for Western. Ball swung around the perimeter. That's Junkermeyer on the wing. Free ball from Pasta on the way. No good off the front of the rim. Ball knocked loose. Who's going to win the battle of the ball? Picked up by Carroll. Junkermeyer knocked it loose to Osborne. And we got a whistle. Kelly Cantac on the foul.
Foul number 23, Kelly Cantac, her first team 4.
That's her first personal foul. We'll take immediate.
This is an Abbey pizza. Mushrooms, chicken, roasted red peppers, and olives.
This is the Kendall pizza. Pepperoni, sausage, Canadian bacon, and black olives.
This is the Big Dave and Paula pizza. Mine is chicken and Gouda.
Mine's red sauce, big cheese, big meat, big everything.
Come discover your pizza among the 104,285,000 different combinations, or you can choose one of our 10 signature pizzas on the menu at Bert and Ernie's, located in downtown Helena.
At MT Glass Liquor, we have an enormous selection of liquors to choose from at affordable prices. From specialty liquors to wines and mixers, our variety is second to none. If you're looking for a unique item, we have it in stock. As a Montana State liquor store, we offer wholesale prices and offer monthly sales. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff will help you pick out the perfect item for the right occasion. So stop in to MT Glass Liquor, your cocktail headquarters.
Back once again at the P Center, Joe McMahon with you. About 8 minutes into this basketball game, and neither team really able to grab the momentum and hang on. Grab control. It'll be Carroll ball. Some heavy substitutions from both teams thus far. As I mentioned, Carroll hosts Westminster Saturday night here on the home court. Carroll right now ranked number 17 in the NAI poll. Osborne in the corner. To Johnson. There's Junkermeyer over Cantac. It's down. Kelly Cantac gave her a little too much room, and Junkermeyer made her pay. It's her second bucket, 5 points for Kaylee. There's the Bulldogs to Smith and to Kelly Cantac. She'll back it out and set the offense. It's down the lane, kicks it back up left side. Mathis, free ball on the way. That won't go. Rebound, Callie Cantak. Cantak definitely quick. Always was in high school. Played over at Helena High. Had a stellar career over there. Both soccer and basketball. Jump shot from Haskett. Free throw line, no good. Cal Haskett, the junior from Missoula Sentinel High School, couldn't get that shot to go. And Carroll leads by 7. Now it's by 9. Jordan Johnson with the assist. Hashley with the bucket. And for her, that is her second bucket of the game. She has 4 points. And Carroll opens up a 9-point advantage. Bulldogs into Smith. She'll turn, fire it over the top of Johnson, over the top of Junkermeyer. Shot no good. Pasta clears it for Carroll, brings it across. It appears, yes, it does look like that the Bulldogs have shifted into a zone defense. It looks like a 2-3 zone. Down the lane goes Johnson. We got a whistle as Jordan Johnson went right through Casey Matthews. So 2 ladies that played together at Capital High School doing battle here, and one of them ran over the other one right here. Not a great way to say hello. Both of them very aggressive players, though. And off the court, friends. Jenna Banks brings the ball across for the Bulldogs. Katie Esty picks her up. Now Banks from the free throw line, lets it fly and puts it down. A little jumper from the free throw line breaks the run here by Carroll. And brings the lead back down to 7 for the Saints. Again, these two teams met in early January in Dillon. Carroll wins that game by about 5. Carroll 5 conference victories, all of them on the road this year. Montana Western with just 1, and that one against Montana Tech. Ball goes into Hashley. She'll turn, softly put the ball up on the rim, and it won't fall. Johnson knocks it out of bounds. Substitutions for both teams. For Carroll, Snelling comes back in, so does Haley Watson. So for Carroll, it's the original 5 starters on the court here at the 8-minute mark. Carroll leads it, 21-14. Matthews has it on the wing. Banks pull up at the top of the lane, decides to go to High Eagle. The Bulldog leading scorer on the season, the junior college transfer. Banks with a long 3 as time runs down on the shot clock, and it's not quite long enough. It comes off the lip of the front of the rim, right into the hands of Junkermeyer. Carroll attacks on the other end at the 8:03 mark. Nice entry pass from Watson to Hashley. She'll go baseline, tiptoe along the line to Esty, who's met by Matthews. Tries to throw it off her leg out of bounds and can't do so. Turnover Carroll into the hands of High Eagle. Not what Esty had in mind. Out to Matthews. Catch and shoot for her. Shot no good. Watson. Esty up ahead to Snelling. Back from the Saints up 7 with a chance to bust it open here with a 3. Yep. The lead expands to double digits for the first time tonight. Carroll up by 10. Looking for the first home conference win. 5 conference victories for the Saints this year, all on the road. Down the lane, Big No, off the glass, no good. Whistle, Matthews trying to rip the ball away from Hashley. Picks up the foul. Casey Matthews is a strong young lady, but she's wrestling with another very, very strong young lady. Media timeout, 24-14 Carroll.
There are heroes all around us. Firefighters, emergency medical technicians, military and veterans, law enforcement, teachers, and healthcare workers. Select Realty thinks you deserve a break when buying, selling, or refinancing a home. We are the exclusive Homes for Heroes partner in the Helena area. We can provide extraordinary savings of up to $2,000. Call us or sign up today. Homes for Heroes can make a difference. Choices, choices, choices. Select Realty.
An accident can ruin your day, and you're going to need all the help you can get. Help, I Crashed My Car is an app for your phone that'll give you that help. Based on GPS technology, Help, I Crashed My Car makes contacting the police, emergency services, tow truck, and your family members quick and easy. To add Help, I Crashed My Car to your phone, visit collisionpro.com and click on the command to download the app and you'll be set. Collision Pro is here to help you get your car back on the road.
Back to the Carroll College PE Center, 24-14 our score, 7-11 to play here in the first half. Joe McMahon with you. Glad you found us on the internet. More action to follow. This one is the men's game will tip off around 7:15, 7:30. Depending on how long this one takes. It usually is about 20 minutes between games. Carroll to host Westminster Saturday night, both the women and the men. The women's game to tip off also at 5:30. Watson will hand the ball to Bailey Snelling, who will start the offense from the left wing into the hands of Esty. There's Junkermeyer, who's been warmed up. She's got 8 points down the lane. Hashley off the glass. Count it. Carroll, both an outside and inside game working right now. You got Junkermeyer and Snelling dropping it in from distance. Hashley and Watson working it from underneath. Western looking for an answer here as they trail to 12. That's Banks. Snelling keeping track of the senior from Bozeman. Into the lane. Hashley cuts her off. Back out it comes to number 10. That's McLeod from Belgrade. There goes Banks down the lane. Nice scoop and score. Jenna Banks, not big. Lister at 5'3", and that might be a stretch. She gets down into that lane and finds a way to get that shot off and scores. Junkermeyer. Start the offense to Hashley at the high post extended. Bulldogs back in a man-to-man defense. They played man-to-man about the first 8 minutes, and then, they went to that zone. Carroll attacked quickly, and they went back to man-to-man. Ball's kicked out of bounds last touch by Watson. She's tried to head down the lane with the right hand, lost control. Coach Sayers talking to her as she trots back up the court, gets set to play some defense. So turnovers, 6 for Carroll, 3 for Western. High Eagle down the lane. Esty playing some defense, but a little too aggressively. She'll pick up that foul. That'll be the 4th team foul on Carroll.
Number 3, Katie Esty, her second, team 4.
Western 7 of 20 from the floor. Carroll 10 of 18 thus far. Saints with the lead, 26-16. Junkermeyer leads Carroll with 8. Jenna Banks has 4 to lead the way. So does Bignell for Western. Northeast to the baseline. That's Watson. We got a whistle. And a Bulldog foul, a turnover. Matthews stepped on the baseline. So another turnover for the Bulldogs. That is their 4th. Carroll 10 points in the paint thus far. 8 for Western. Costa into the game. She's going to run the offense, the true freshman. Out it goes to Watson. Bignell's going to give her that shot if she wants it. Instead, Junkermeyer will take it and nail it. McLeod gave her just an inch, and Junkermeyer gets points number 9, 10, and 11, and it's a 29-16 game. The senior's starting to feel it here. Pretty quiet. Their first 2 conference games here at home was Kaylee Junkermeyer, but tonight, a different player for sure. Costa on High Eagle. Deep 3 from her, and it's too strong off the back of the rim. Bignell tries to save it, but she does into the hands of Cassidy Hashley. Here comes pass across the mid-court line. That's Snelling. Ball fake, didn't take it. Looking inside to Watson. They'll dump it to her with Bignell behind her into the lane. She can shoot it right over. Knocks it down. Bignell stayed with her. She just doesn't have the size. And quickly a timeout from Coach Woolley. 31-16 Carroll. The lead is now ballooned to 15.
Take on Tobacco with the Montana Tobacco quit line.
It'll change to immediate timeout. We'll take that as well.
Replacement therapy and coaching. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Brought to you by the Montana Tobacco Use Prevention Program. Stand for the full timeout.
Back again at the PE Center. 4:29 to play in the first half. Carroll up by 15. They have blown this game open here, starting at about the 8-minute mark when Coach Sayers took the first 5 back in. They really started to turn the pressure up, and it's been aided in a great way by Kaylee Juckermeyer's hot hand from the outside. Kaylee leading Carroll with 11 points. Down the lane, High Eagle has it stripped loose by Ashley. Reached in, knocked it loose. Actually, I think it was Junkermeyer that knocked it loose. Ashley picked it up. Anyway, turnover for Western. Carroll with the ball. There's Junkermeyer again. Yep. To say she's stealing it from outside would be an understatement. She has nailed 4 triples. She now has 14 points in the game. Coach Woolley is looking for somebody to keep track of her. Smith trying to answer on the other end, and she does. Bailey Smith drops down a triple, a much needed one, the senior from Jerome, Idaho. Costa will start the left side. That's Watson to the free throw line. Back to Junkermeyer. Snelling, 3 over High Eagle, will knock it down. Sarah High Eagle stepped back a step, and that was a mistake. If you play Carroll and Junkermeyer and Snelling are hitting from the outside, it's going to be a long night. And right now, it's shaping up to be that way for the Bulldogs. We got a whistle. And a Saint foul. It'll be Bulldog ball out of bounds. It is Bailey Snelling. High Eagle's going to sit down. Kelly Kantak checks back in. And the Bulldogs will inbound. Right in front of the Carroll bench. So in it comes to Kelsey Callaghan out of Port Orchard, Washington. She is a senior. She'll work the left side. Kay Bignell, jump shot from the free throw line. That's good. So Bignell gets points number 5 and 6. And back comes Carroll College. Leading it by 16, 37-21. Ball into Hashley. Out it comes, and now quickly down underneath, it's Hashley again, back to Snelling. Hashley, baseline, with Smith there to stop her. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Snelling for 3, too strong. Rebound, Johnston. She'll wheel in the paint, finds Junkermeyer wide open. For some reason, opted not to take that. Decided to reset their offense. Had a catch and shoot there, did Kaylee Junkermeyer. Decided not to let it rip. Junkermeyer will back it out. Get a ball screen from Jordan Johnston. Instead, dump it into Hashley across the lane. Left hand off the glass. Count it. I've watched them play a little bit this year, and I've watched Cassidy Hashley with that move. That's one of her patented ones. She'll go back to that left hand. She's pretty strong with it. That time off the glass, but the Saints extend that lead to 39-21. Kantak across the top of the lane on the bounce. They'll dump it into the paint. Bignell quickly double teamed up over Hashley, and it won't crawl in. Rebound though, put right back up and in. Nice job by McLeod. McLeod, the junior out of Manhattan, Montana. I said Belgrade earlier. I stand corrected, Manhattan. Into the lane, Pasta. Back out Johnston. Back right down in the paint. Right hand up, no good. Hashley though gets her own rebound. She'll fire it out to Junkermeyer. So Carroll getting a host of offensive rebounds tonight. And they're making the most of the majority of them. Costa having the ball knocked loose by Kelsey Callaghan. Able to hang on to it. 9 seconds on the shot clock, under a minute to play in the first half. Snelling into the lane, now she'll pull up. And it goes to Johnston, off the glass. Nope, she won't. Everything looked good, but she took an extra step. So a 16-point lead for the Saints to the Bulldogs with the basketball. Jenna Banks is coming in for Callaghan. Substitution for Western, number 4 will check in. Danny Baker, 5'10" freshman from Missoula, Montana. And Big Sky High School. Smith sets the ball screen for Banks. the ball back from Baker. 13 on the shot clock, 29 seconds on the game clock. Out it goes to Smith, down to 9 seconds. Callie Kantak into the lane with the left hand, cut off by Hashley, fouled by Hashley. Team foul number 6, so Kantak will go to the free throw line. Callie, very, very quick. Able to get into the lane. Hashley came over to help. So it's a one-on-one situation for Callie Kantak. Nope, check that. It's baseline. They'll inbound the ball in the baseline. It's not a shooting situation, not yet anyway. Next foul. Big Nell from the corner, set and fire, shot no good. Rebound Junkermeyer. Down to 16 seconds. Carroll up 39-23. Quickly into Hashley. Whistle, foul. K. Big Nell.
Foul on number 30, K. Big Nell, her first, team 6. Out of bounds, Fighting Saints.
Saints will inbound on the baseline. It'll be Junkermeyer. On the 9 seconds. 7 seconds. Johnson high post, 5 seconds. Junkermeyer into the lane, off the glass, blocked out of bounds. Tries to put it off the glass, never gets there. And 1.5 seconds to go, Smith swats it out of bounds. So the Saints with a second and a half to get a shot off. It's time for an inbound catch and shoot immediately. Lindsay Woolley trying to get a defender in there. Here comes Melody McLeod. She'll replace Baker. So they're going to inbound. Dump it out to Hashley. Quickly gets the shot off. And it won't go. Well, after the first half of action, Carroll leads at 39-23. We'll break away, take a halftime break, and we'll be back with the first half statistics and the start of the second half.
Before you start your search
for the largest investment in your life, First Community Bank is here.
pre-qualification is easy. In most cases, it's the same day.
For first-time home buyers and new construction.
Or you're home away from home.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Just last year, we provided over 300,000 snacks and lunches in the Northwest. Every day, 1,000 kids around the Northwest are fed thanks to Ford Focus on Child Hunger. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fund, local food shelters, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
I call him my shadow. Everywhere I go, he goes. Everything I do, he's got to do it too. He thinks I'm some kind of superhero, I guess. I never took it real seriously until I saw him pick up more than my camo gear. Then it hit me. I didn't want to pass down my tobacco addiction. I knew I had to quit. When I told him, he fell in line.
We all want to protect what's important to us, but sometimes it's difficult to take that first step. I'll hold your hand and lead you through those first precious steps. The rest is easy. Before you know it, you'll be up and running. Time doesn't stand still. Take those steps to protect your world. Call or stop by the Brad Schmidt Agency today.
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Just last year, we provided over 300,000 snacks and lunches in the Northwest. Every day, 1,000 kids around the Northwest are fed thanks to Ford Focus on Child Hunger. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fund, local food shelters, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there's diethylene glycol used in antifreeze. Lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
Upgrade. It means your day just got better. That's the idea behind First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. With every purchase, you earn points you can use to upgrade just about any aspect of your life. Even better, rewards come from your world, your neighbors, your favorite local businesses. It's the difference between dining out and dining out in style, your style. First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. Your style, your rewards. Upgrade. It means your day just got better. That's the idea behind First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. With every purchase, you earn points you can use to upgrade just about any aspect of your life. Even better, rewards come from your world, your neighbors, your favorite local businesses. It's the difference between dining out and dining out in style, your style. First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. Your style, your rewards.
This is an Abbey pizza. Mushrooms, chicken, roasted red peppers, and olives.
This is the Kendall pizza, pepperoni, sausage, Canadian bacon, and black olives.
This is the Big Dave and Paula pizza. Mine is chicken and Gouda.
Mine's red sauce, big cheese, big meat, big everything.
Come discover your pizza among the 104,285,000 different combinations, or you can choose one of our 10 signature pizzas on the menu at Bert and Ernie's, located in downtown Helena.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Carroll College PE Center. It is halftime. Both teams, as you can see, back out on the court. Carroll leads it at the half, 39-23. For the University of Montana Western Bulldogs. Three players with 4 points. But leading the way is Bailey Smith off the bench. She has 5. She's 2 of 4 from the floor. And then you have Kay Bignell, Sierra High Eagle, and Jenna Banks all with 4 apiece. 2 points for Melody McLeod, one of the starters. Off the bench, Callie Kantak, a freshman from Helena High School, has a basket. And so does Casey Matthews, a senior from Capital High School. For Carroll College, Kaylee Junkermeyer on fire. She is 5 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. So she has a couple of assists, 2 rebounds, and has 14 points to lead the way. Big first half for Junkermeyer. Cassidy Hashley, 4 of 8 from the floor. 5 rebounds for Hashley. So 8 points and 5 rebounds for Cassidy. 9 points for Bailey Snelling. She is 3 of 4 from the field. She also has 3 assists. So she has 9. Hashley has 8. Junkermeyer leads them with 14. And then Bailey Watson, also a strong first half. 3 of 5 from the floor. 4 rebounds. She has 6 points. The Saints, red hot from the field at the moment, 15 of 27, 56%. The Bulldogs, not so much. They're 10 of 26 for 39%. 3-point shooting percentage, Carroll College really doing well there right now. 7 of 11 from beyond the arc. That's 64%. Conversely, Western struggling. They are 1 of 8. Rebounds, Carroll has out-rebounded Western Montana College 19-9. That's a surprise. Didn't realize the rebounding stat was that much in favor of Carroll. They've out-rebounded the Bulldogs by 10. They have 7 offensive rebounds thus far. Carroll's leading rebounder thus far, Hashley with 5 for UM Western. Bignell has 4 rebounds. Bailey Snelling 3 assists to lead the way. Carroll 14 points in the paint, just 2 points for Carroll off their bench, 7 for the Bulldogs. And we are 30 seconds away from starting the second half. Again, the men's game to follow this one. We'll have that one for you as well. Student section across the way starting to fill in. A lot of fans in the Helena area will come out tonight to watch this men's game as well as the end of the women's. But a lot of the Helena fans will come out because Steve Keller, longtime Helena High girls and boys head coach, very, very successful at that high school, very successful. And then on to Carroll College as an assistant under Gary Turcotte for, I believe, 6 years. And then he took the job at UM Western. So a lot of friends and family members here in town to watch Coach Keller's Bulldogs play. We're underway, and that's Matthews at the high post with him. And a man defense for the Saints. We got an entry pass, and I think Bailey Watson was hanging on to Matthews a little too tight. She was.
Number 23, Bailey Watson, her second team first out of bounds.
So Bailey Watson picks up her first personal foul. High Eagle's going to inbound. Does so to Matthews. Jump shot up, too strong. Off the back side of the backboard, far side, right into the hands of Hashley, who gets rebound number 6 in Carroll. So the 16-point lead in the ball starts the second half with a Junkermeyer 3. And that's a good sign for Western. It goes off the back of the iron.
Carroll basketball.
Neither Bulldog, though, can hold on to the basketball. It goes out of bounds. Carroll will inbound. As the Bulldogs drop into a 2-3 zone on this baseline inbound. Ball comes into Esty. Carroll looking in the corner. Snelling directing traffic. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone here. Snelling, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Just underway here in the second half. Nice entry pass to Hashley. Up, no good whistle. A late whistle, and I think they're going to get Casey Matthews for putting her on the ground. They do.
Number 42, Casey Matthews, her second.
That's Casey's second personal foul. I mentioned earlier, Casey is a senior. She is out of Capitol High School here in Helena, Montana. Played for Bill Pilgrim. Quite a successful program, putting kids into college basketball programs after they leave the high school. Free throw up and in for Hashley. In fact, on Carroll College's bench, you will find a former Bruin, and that is Michaela Dowdy, a 6'1 freshman. Next free throw, Hashley gets them both. For a freshman, she's pretty polished, pretty level-headed, averaging about 12 a game. Pretty solid game in and game out. We got a whistle. And a timeout? No, it's a St. foul. Hashley picks up that foul on a block. So her first foul, second team foul. So 2 quick team fouls on Carroll here to start the second half. Banks will leave it for High Eagle. To the baseline drive, or trying to get around Esty. Pick it back out. McLeod. Baseline drive, right back out it goes to High Eagle. Down the lane, off the glass, and score. High Eagle to the basket for the bucket. Makes it 41-25. Esty will reset up the head. Snelling finds Watson. Dumping underneath, just too strong to Hashley. Snelling saw her, fired it over her head a little too strong. Cassidy couldn't catch up with it. Opportunity lost for the Saints. Will they lead at 41-25 with 18-12 to play. Carroll up by 16. There goes High Eagle into the lane. Leaves it out for McLeod. 3-ball over Junkermeyer. Too strong. Rebound. Battle for it. We're going to head the other way. Casey Matthews and Kay Bignell pushing from the backside. One of them will be called for this one, and it's Matthews again.
42, Casey Matthews, her third.
It's Casey's third personal foul. So back come the Saints with the ball and a 16-point lead as we near the 17.5-minute mark here of the second half. Watson into the lane, whistle, offensive foul. Casey Matthews drew that offensive foul that time. And Watson lowered her shoulder, tried to go right through Matthews. The baseline official said it was a player control foul. It's Bailey's third personal foul, so that might get Allison Sullivan. Nope, it's going to get Jordan Johnson. Check that up off the bench for Carroll. As assistant coach J.D. Solomon doing his job, telling Coach Sayers, hey, that's 3. Banks will push it to the left side. The entry ball to Matthews, and she'll put it up again. Nice assist from Bignell. 41-27, so the Bulldogs, points 3 and 4 of the second half. Slice this lead down to 14. It was 16 at the half. Entry pass to Hashley, backing down on Matthews. She'll lay it up and in, and really, Casey Matthews With 3 personal fouls, has to be a little cautious defensively. Can't take a lot of risks playing defense against Ashley. Big Nell on the crossover, loses it on the bounce. Picked up by Junkermeyer. Carroll thinking about trying to run, but the Bulldogs, to their credit, get back quickly. Cross-court pass, there's Snelling. Out of the is to Junkermeyer. 3 ball, yep. So Junkermeyer with another triple. And folks, that's number 5 for her, and she has 17 points in the game. Stretch that lead back out to 19. Turns quickly. Down it goes to Bignell. Ashley behind her. She turns right into Watson, and they're going to get Watson on a push. That's a tough foul to take. Bailey got down there, got positioned, and Bignell turned right into it. Coach Sayers is trying to explain that to the official. He's not listening. So the ball will be inbounded by High Eagle. Comes into Baker, who has checked it. Oh, excuse me, to Bignell. It's Kay Bignell. That's High Eagle with it now. Snelling's trying to stick with her. She'll float it off the backboard, no good. Loves to go across the lane and scoop it up with the right hand underneath Johnson. Oh. Smith with the foul. Esty with a great pass. Johnson just couldn't get it to fall.
Number 32, Bailey, split third second. Team third, 2 free throws, Jordan Johnston.
Johnson's first free throw. Johnson's first free throw, no good. She'll get another shot here. Hits 1 of 2. Carroll opens up a 20-point lead here at the 15:58 mark. 47-27. Again, these two teams in January, Matt, it was just a 5-point win for the Saints. High Eagle down the lane, left side, off the glass, and score. Sierra did most of her damage going to the basket on either side. She leads the team in scoring at 13 a game. And this evening, she already has 8 points. Snelling fires from deep. No good. Rebound, Ashley. Back out to Snelling. Thought about doing it again. Didn't let it go. Esty will set the offense. They'll work the left side. Junkermeyer's going to let it fly. Good. Cloud just a tick late getting out there. And Junkermeyer just hit another one. And she is 6 of 7 from beyond the arc. She is pouring it in. She has 20 points. Banks will step back, let it go, and score it. It's a 2-point shot. Catch and shoot. Carroll leads it 50-31. That's Johnson, who can't handle the pass from Esty, a turnover. Back come the Bulldogs. That's McLeod, baseline around Snelling. Whistle. From behind, Snelling got her. So McLeod will go to the free throw line. We've got a media timeout. 50-31 our score. We'll be back.
Media timeout.
I call him my shadow. Everywhere I go, he goes. Everything I do, he's got to do it too. He thinks I'm some kind of superhero, I guess. I never took it real seriously until I saw him pick up more than my camo gear. Then it hit me. I didn't want to pass down my tobacco addiction. I knew I had to quit. When I told him, he fell in line.
We all want to protect what's important to us, but sometimes it's difficult to take that first step. I'll hold your hand and lead you through those first precious steps. The rest is easy. Before you know it, you'll be up and running. Time doesn't stand still. Take those steps to protect your world. Call or stop by the Brad Schmidt Agency today.
That's all the local news, weather, and sports on KXLA. We are Helena News.
Welcome back to the PE Center. Carroll is taking their 16-point halftime lead, stretched it out to 19 here. However, Melody McLeod, a junior from Manhattan, Montana, perhaps can cut into that just a bit more with this free throw attempt. McLeod, successful there. She averages just 6 points a game. Shoots 69% from the free throw line on the season. Second one no good, but Bigno with another offensive rebound back to McLeod. She'll put it up, and this time she's fouled by Junkermeyer.
Number 12, Candy Junkermeyer, her first team 6. 2 more free throws for Melody McLeod.
So McLeod back to the first free throw line, just there. She connected one of 2. And first one was in, second one off the top of the front of the rim. This one off the front of the rim. I guess we hope she catches rim this time. Let's see if she can regather and knock it down. And yep, she did. Here comes Callie Kantak in for McLeod. Kantak, a freshman from Helena High School. High post Johnson. Draws the defense, spins in the paint, puts it up there. Jump hook for Jordan Johnson. Carroll, Johnson's third point of the game, extends the lead to 52-33. In the corner, that's Banks. Cross court, it goes to Smith. 3-ball, airborne, catch and shoot, won't go. Rebound, Hasley. Back to Junkermeyer, too strong. Rebound, Hasley. Junkermeyer. Behind the arc is now 6 of 8 from the field. She leads Carroll with 20 points. High post Johnson, knocked loose. Great defense by High Eagle. Bulldogs with the numbers. High Eagle will cross over and put it up. Won't go. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog ball. Matthews will check in. So will number 3, Kelsey Callahan. So we have a timeout called by the Bulldogs. It's 52-33 Carroll. We'll be back.
30-second timeout. Western extends to a full timeout.
An accident can ruin your day, and you're going to need all the help you can get. Help, I Crashed My Car is an app for your phone that'll give you that help. Based on GPS technology, Help, I Crashed My Car makes contacting the police, emergency services, tow truck, and your family members quick and easy. To add Help, I Crashed My Car to your phone, visit collisionpro.com and click on the command to download the app, and you'll be set. Collision Pro is here to help you get your car back on the road.
At MT Glass Liquor, we have an enormous selection of liquors to choose from at affordable prices. From specialty liquors to wines and mixers, our variety is second to none. If you're looking for a unique item, we have it in stock. As a Montana State liquor store, we offer wholesale prices and offer monthly sales. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff will help you pick out the perfect item for the right occasion. So stop in to MT Glass Liquor, your cocktail headquarters.
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Just last year, we provided over 300,000 snacks and lunches in the Northwest. Every day, 1,000 kids around the Northwest are fed thanks to Ford Focus on Child Hunger. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fun, local food shelters, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
Before you start your search
for the largest investment in your life, First Community.
All the way, the rest of the way through the second half here on the Carroll College fouls. Free throw up and in for High Eagle. On the season, as I mentioned, she averages 11 a game. She shoots 67% from the free throw line. She's good on both those attempts. Some full court pressure put on by the Bulldogs, taking advantage of the quickness of Callahan and Kanzak on the top of that press, but Carroll able to break it. Austin, Snelling, and Junkermeyer get the ball across. We're down to 14 seconds. They work the top of the horseshoe. They enter the ball to Ashley. We've got a whistle, and it's Bailey Smith, I believe, reaching around trying to knock that loose. Yeah. It is Bailey. Bailey, 6'1" senior from Jerome, Idaho. That's her third personal foul. So she has 3, Matthews has 3. Johnson into the lane around Kantak, puts it up, no good. But the rebound's tipped out to Acosta. Ashley tips it out. Carroll will retain possession. Johnson. Out to Junkermeyer, 3-ball over Kantak. Yep. She's now 7 of 9. 23 points for Junkermeyer. 7 of 9 from beyond the arc. The entry pass knocked loose. We got a held ball. And the Saints get the ball back. They alter up possession. McEwen checks in for the Fighting Saints, number 15, replacing Bailey Snelling. Carroll leads it by 20. Again, they'll host Westminster Saturday night. McKeon, 3-ball off the bench, shot no good, rebound, rattled around. Bailey Smith controls it for the Bulldogs. Carroll with a 20-point lead, but the Bulldogs with the basketball with 12 minutes to go. There goes High Eagle. Bumped as she went into the lane. We count the bucket for High Eagle. And they'll get Costa. Costa picks up her third. Looks like a media timeout, the under 12-minute media timeout coming up here. 55-37. When we come back, High Eagle will be at the free throw line.
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Just last year, we provided over 300,000 snacks and lunches in the Northwest. Every day, 1,000 kids around the Northwest are fed thanks to Ford Focus on Child Hunger. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fun, local food shelters, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
Before you start your search
for the largest investment in your life, First Community Bank is here.
Pre-qualification is easy. In most cases, it's the same day.
For first-time homebuyers and new construction.
Or you're home away from home.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back, everybody. Joe McMahon with you from the Carroll College PE Center. Fighting Saint basketball tonight. The women in control of this game, 55-37. Sierra High Eagle at the free throw line. Can't get that one to fall. And Ashley pulls down another rebound. Ashley having a big night. Rebound on the basketball. And Coach Sayers wants a 30-second timeout. She saw her team begin to struggle to get that ball up the court. So we'll keep it here during the 30-second timeout. Ashley 10 rebounds on the game, 12 points tonight, so she's got a double-double going. Offensively for Carroll, though, Kaylee Junkermeyer is just unconscious. She's 8 of 12 from the floor. That 8 of 12 includes 7 of 9 from beyond the three-point line. 7 of 9, 2 fouls, 2 rebounds, 23 points for Kaylee Junkermeyer, the senior. 12 points for Ashley, 9 for Bailey Snelling, all of those in the first half. Sierra High Eagle has kind of kicked it in here in the second half. She's 5 of 12 from the floor. She has 12 points. Next closest contributor is 5 points for Bailey Smith. So Carroll, facing some full court man-to-man pressure, will inbound the ball. Coach Sayers has the press break designed the way she wants it. And Carroll executes, gets the ball across midcourt. With 16 seconds to play, or 16 seconds on the shot clock, I should say. 11:36 to play. We're down to 9. Carroll works the perimeter. They dump it into Johnson. She's got a shot if she wants it with 4. Out it comes to Esty. Free ball on the way, too strong off the rim. Back of the rim, rebound controlled by Hyde. That time Johnson passed up about a 12-footer. Wide open. Out it goes to Matthews. She'll pop a 15-footer and knock it down. High Eagle with the assist. The bucket makes it 55-39. McEwen and Esty work the ball across midcourt. 3 ball from Junkermeyer. Bingo! She is now 8 of 10 from the floor. She has 26 points. Junkermeyer on fire tonight. Entry pass out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Turnover. Here comes Bailey Snelling into the game. Junkermeyer's coming out. I don't know. You got a kid that hot. If you want to take her out, she's just unconscious. She's 23 points tonight for her. She has 23 of the same 58 points. She is 7 of 9 from beyond the arc. So Esty will trot it across midcourt, finds Snelling, and now McEwen. The zone defense this time for the Bulldogs as Snelling misfires on a triple. Here comes Baker into the game, replacing High Eagle. Jenna Banks will check in.
And Melody McLeod.
McLeod's going to check in to replace Callie Cantak. Ball to be inbounded by McEwen on the baseline. She goes to Snelling. Esty back to Snelling, and now McEwen. 10:13 to play, halfway through the second half. Carroll leads it by 19. They led by 16 at the half. As McEwen thought about it. She's got Johnson at the high post. There goes Snelling down the lane. We're down to 5 seconds. She'll step back, hit a 12, jump, fire a 12-footer, not hit it. And the rebound off the back of the rim. Controlled by Jenna Banks and the Bulldogs. There's Baker. Ball fake into the lane. Hand that to Big No. Now Mathis. .39 to play. 18 fouls on Carroll, 4 on the Bulldogs. Carroll needs to play clean if they don't want to give them a chance to get back in from the free throw line. Shot no good. Rebound batted around. Picked up by Katie Esty. Carroll's got some numbers. They'll head the other way. Esty will work the right side. Swing the ball around the perimeter. Into the corner, it's Snelling for 3. Over Big No, no good, but rebound. Down by Allison Sullivan over the top of Danny Baker. Or excuse me, over McLeod it was. Cross-court pass, Snelling. Diagonal pass. Zone defense for the Bulldogs. They've mixed it up a little bit. Zone and man-to-man throughout the game. Carroll predominantly man-to-man. In the lane, that's Johnson, a wild shot. But it's going to count. Points 59 and 60 for Carroll, and Johnson to the free throw line. Jordan Johnson is now 5 points on the game. Junkermeyer back into the game. She'll replace Casey McEwen. Here comes Bailey Smith in for Western.
one free throw.
At the moment, Carroll shooting 51% from the floor. Western 39%. Carroll 21 of 41 rebounding. Carroll 31 rebounds to 13 for Western. It is 31 to 13 in the rebounding department. Johnson's free throw up and leading rebounder for the Saints thus far tonight. It is, guess who? Cassidy Hashley, the freshman, has 11. And Junkermeyer leads him in scoring with 26 points. Banks will start at the top of the lane. Back it out to Baker. Back to the senior from Bozeman. 3 ball, too strong? Yep. Rebound controlled by Junkermeyer. It's 1 and done for the Bulldogs. Here comes Katie Esty. Junkermeyer, phenomenal night beyond that 3-point line tonight. 8 of 10. Diagonal pass to Kaylee with 12 seconds, 10 seconds on the shot clock now. There's Snelling looking for an open 3 on the way. Skips off the back of the rim. And rebound into the hands of Danny Baker from Missoula. Down to under 8 to play. Banks from the free throw line knocks it down. So Banks able to hit a few shots from the outside for some perimeter scoring, but not a lot going on out there for Western. She has 6 points. Esty will push it up with the left hand. Banks goes flying to the ground, hoping to get a pushing foul. She's not going to get it. Esty leaves it for Junkermeyer. High post is Osborne. She'll turn face up into the lane, puts the ball on the floor, and when she does, Banks attacks and tries to strip it, but can't get the ball away without fouling her. So we've got a media timeout. 61-41 our score. Carroll with a 20-point advantage. We'll be back.
My little girl. Hard to believe she's driving. I taught her the rules. Seatbelt always, texting never. Everything that could save her life, like she saved mine. Years ago, I quit smoking. The day she took her first step, I took mine. It was rough, but I did it. Looking back, she'll never remember her dad smoking. I guess she's always been in the driver's seat. I'm just happy to be along for the ride.
My parents taught us how important it is to take care of one another. My father was an accountant and my mother worked for the school district, and together they took very good care of our family and our future. Today, I'm a father and a grandfather. It's important to plan for your loved ones so you don't have to worry about their futures. Call or stop by the Brad Schmidt Agency, and together we can build a plan for you and your family. Take care of the next generation.
Welcome back, everybody. 61-41 the score, 7:25 to go. The men's game to follow. But right now, Coach Sayers and the Fighting Saints in control, looking for conference win number 6. We are currently in the conference 5-2, which puts them in a 3-way tie for second place with Montana State Northern and Great Falls. Those are two teams that came in here about 2 weeks ago and beat Carroll. So the tiebreaker process would go Carroll sitting in position number 4. The top of the league is Westminster. They'll be here Saturday night. Shot from Esty up, no good. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. 7 minutes to play. The Bulldogs with a long ways to go to catch up here. A trail by 20. Man-to-man defense for the ladies, Saints. And imagine we play about 3-4 more minutes, we're going to see some heavy substitution for Carroll. Coach Sayers tries to get some of her players out of there. Jump shot no good from Banks Whistle. Body's hitting the floor on the rebound. I'm not sure who's going to get this foul. It is Katie Ested, I think. It is.
Foul number 3, Katie Ested, her third, team 9.
So Banks will step to the free throw line. She'll have a couple. No, Baker steps to the free throw line.
Danny Baker will shoot the 1-1.
Baker's first one up and in. 61-42, 6:43 to play. Sierra High Eagle checks in for the Bulldogs. She leads them with 12 points. Kayla Osborne sits down. Here comes Cassidy Hashley in. She will replace Allison Sullivan. Free throw. Pops out of there. Baker shoots 1 of 2 from the field. In the corner, it's Junkermeyer. 3-ball up and in. Been saying that a lot tonight. She's now 9 of 11 from beyond the arc. She has 29 points. Played an amazing game as Banks heads right to the hole down the lane left side. Lays it up and in. It's a layup. Not a lot of defensive pressure that time. Fighting Saints. 64-44 the score. Carroll up 12, 29 points for Junkermeyer to lead the way for the Saints. Esty pulls it back out. We're running Watson at the top of the lane. There's Hashley underneath. Over Smith. Yep. Hashley now with 14 points and 11 rebounds. Banks bouncing off Snelling. We got a whistle and a foul.
Foul on number 24, Bailey Snelling, her 13th, 10. 2 free throws.
So Banks to the free throw line. A lot of fouls tonight on Carroll. If there's one thing that hasn't gone their way, it's the number of fouls they've committed. They've been whistled for 15 thus far. And it seems as though the Bulldogs have been in the penalty situation at the free throw line for quite a while. It's about 15 minutes to go in there. 13 minutes to go in the second half. Michaela Dowdy, the freshman from Helena Capital, into the game. She'll replace Cassidy Hashley at the 5-minute mark here. Second shot from Smith is good. So it is a 19-point lead. It's Dowdy, the freshman, up off the bench. Maybe we'll see Micah Robinson, a talented freshman from Billings. Carroll with a young ball club. A couple of seniors on the roster. And they're both in the game. Number 12, Junkermeyer, who has 29 points, and number 24, Bailey Snelling, who is their leading scorer on the season. There's Junkermeyer again, and she can miss. This one's off the back of the iron. We got a whistle. They're going to get Watson over the back of a Bulldog. And so put another Bulldog at the free throw line.
Number 5, Dowdy, her first.
Dowdy off the bench picks up a foul. It's going for an offensive rebound.
Bailey Smith, 2 free throws.
So Smith will step to the free throw line. She has 5 points on the evening. Now 1 of 1 from the line. Into the game, Callie Kantak, the freshman from Helena High School. Taylor Kantak coming in. She'll see her first action. Taylor, Callie's sister, older sister. Callie is a freshman, I mentioned. Taylor is a senior. Smith's second free throw is good. Ball comes across to Esty and Junkermeyer. Here working the ball around the perimeter. High post Watson, she'll turn, shoot it over Smith and score. Junkermeyer with a great assist there, and Watson gets points number 9 and 10. So she's in double figures as Callie Kantak pulls up on the wing left. They'll dump it inside to Taylor Kantak through her hands, but into the hands of Baker to save the possession. Baker left hand, no good. She's going to the line. A lot of fouls for Carroll. Ticky-tack fouls here in the second half.
Number 3, Katie Esty, her 2 free throws for Danny Baker.
So Carroll with this one in hand, looks like they will be 6-2 in the conference. Micah Robinson will check in. She'll replace Kaylee Junkermeyer, who'll get a great hand. 29 points for Junkermeyer. Robinson, the freshman. One of many freshmen on this team. She is out of Billings West High School, 5'7" guard.
And the paper goes 2 for 2.
So 2 free throws for the Bulldogs make it an 18-point game, 68-50, 4:29 to play. Esty, Snelling, back to Esty. They work the right side, now left side to Micah Robinson. Knock out top, Snelling, 3-ball, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by High Eagle. Hesitates, goes to the baseline drive and gets it up and in. Very talented offensive player, High Eagle. Just a junior, has another year of eligibility for the Bulldogs. It's a 16-point St. lead with under 4 to play as Esty trying to get out of that double team. Watson with it now, back to Esty. 16 seconds on the shot clock. The Bulldogs have put on this full court press, hasn't done a lot to slow Carroll down. And it goes to Dowdy off the glass up and in. Good catch and finish and an assist from Bailey Watson. And it is now a 70-52 game. Carroll again led it at the half, 39-23. And they have extended that lead here. Lead it by 18. 10 team fouls on the Saints. Into the lane, Cantac, Talley. Deep free from Bailey Smith off the backboard, no good. Cantac with the rebound, leaves it for her sister Taylor into the lane, put it up, no good. Rebound, Bailey Snelling. So this time Esty will set it up on the right-hand side. We got a whistle and a substitution timeout called by Coach Sayers. Wants to get Osborne and Costa into the game, but we'll take a media timeout. 70-52 our score.
This is an Abbey pizza. Mushrooms, chicken, roasted red peppers, and olives.
This is the Kendall pizza. Pepperoni, sausage, Canadian bacon, and black olives.
This is the Big Dave and Paula pizza. Mine is chicken and Gouda.
Mine's red sauce, big cheese, big meat, big everything.
Come discover your pizza among the 104,285,000 different combinations, or you can choose one of our 10 signature pizzas on the menu at Bert and Ernie's, located in downtown Helena.
Carroll, a great night from the floor tonight. They are 26 of 51, shooting 51% from the field. Western, a respectable 18 of 45 for 40%. The real difference here tonight, folks, is the rebounding. Carroll 37 rebounds for Carroll, 18 for Western. So Carroll with 13 offensive rebounds tonight. They out-rebounded their opponent by 19. Dump it right side to Robinson. This game, the outcome has been decided. It's just the final score. Robinson's 3-ball off the front of the rim, no good. Back the other way comes Cantac, crossover into the lane, put it up, no good. We got a whistle. McEwen picks up that personal foul. That'll send Callie Cantac to the free throw line. The freshman from Helena High School. Gatorade Player of the Year in soccer 2 years in a row in the AA. And here she is playing basketball at UM Western. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, controlled by Western. It was momentarily, but McCall Haskell couldn't control it from going out of bounds. So it'll be Carroll ball. Full court pressure put on by the Bulldogs. You got McEwen, Robinson, Costa, bringing the ball across, Osborne and Dowdy. Ross is going to work the right side this time. So jumping high post to Osborne. Turns. There's Kantak, and we've got officials agree that's a travel. So a turnover. Puts it right back in the hands of the Bulldogs with 2 minutes to go. It's 70-53. Back out to Haskett. It's Kantak. Dowdy on the crossover down the lane over Dowdy. Blocked by Dowdy. Great defense from Michaela Dowdy. Stayed right with the quick Callie Kantak and blocked that shot. Those two battled last year when Capital played Helena High in high school basketball. Right side, that's Costa. Kewen swinging around. Robinson, head fake, baseline. Shot over Smith, no good. Rebound controlled by Haskett. 1:23 to play, a 17-point St. lead. Joe McMahon with you for the PE Center. The men's game to tip off about 20 minutes after this one ends. So you got time, Julianne, to go put Austin to bed or get her ready for bed. Daddy will be home before too long. Down the lane goes Kantak. Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Osborne. Down to 52 seconds to play. The crowd really starting to fill in tonight for the men's game. A battle to be anticipated there between Coach Cunningham and Coach Keller. Shot up, no good off the lip of the rim, but there's Michaela Osborne. Michaela Osborne hustling after it. Another rebound for Carroll, and like I said, they are dominating in that department. That's number 38. Osborne will turn right back out to Robinson with 27 seconds to go, 15 on the shot clock. Robinson open three, is going to let that one fly out the front of the rim. That won't go. Rebound controlled by Smith. Baseline drive by Baker off the glass up and in. Down to 2 seconds, one, and that'll do it. That's the final. Carroll College defeats the University of Montana Western Bulldogs 70-55. For the Fighting Saints, their overall record now moves to 16-6. They are now 6-2 in the conference play. And for Western, they fall to 9-15 overall. They are now 1-7 in conference. So we'll end it there. When we come back, about 3 minutes before the start of the men's game, we'll give you the final statistics. Haley Junkemeyer leads the way with 29 points for Carroll. So we'll be back. More basketball. Stay with us.
Upgrade. It means your day just got better. That's the idea behind First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. With every purchase, you earn points you can use to upgrade just about any aspect of your life. Even better, rewards come from your world, your neighbors, your favorite local businesses. It's the difference between dining out and dining out in style. Your style. First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. Your style, your rewards.
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Just last year, we provided over 300,000 snacks and lunches in the Northwest. Every day, 1,000 kids around the Northwest are fed thanks to Ford Focus on Child Hunger. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fund, local food shelters, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
I call him my shadow. Everywhere I go, he goes. Everything I do, he's got to do it too. He thinks I'm some kind of superhero, I guess. I never took it real seriously until I saw him pick up more than my camo gear. Then it hit me. I didn't want to pass down my tobacco addiction. I knew I had to quit. When I told him, he fell in line.